Good night, good night, good night. May we all be seated so we can begin. Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause as we celebrate Black History Month. And we can celebrate Black History whenever you want to celebrate it. But this is a special month that we do. And first and foremost, I want to thank my colleagues, all my colleagues for joining us here to celebrate our collective history. I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to our honorees who are here tonight. Give them a round of applause as well. We are truly honored to celebrate each of you this evening. We thank you as well. We thank our speaker, Menon. We thank the community engagement team, all of the volunteers, central staff, the council members, all of the council members' offices, and finally, we thank you to our vendors, especially a big shout out to Fusion East from East New York for coming in the last minute and filming the We also would like to thank the folks who are going to be doing the performances tonight. They made this event possible, and they'll be playing a major role tonight. When we talk about Black history, what we are really talking about, we are not just looking back at a point, we are not just looking back at the giants of the past, we are looking at the leaders in the very room here today. We are looking at the honorees who work in the neighborhoods that ensures the next generation stands at a firmer ground than we did. Black history includes the late, great Reverend Jesse Jackson, whose legacy shapes generations, and it includes Dr. Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, the list goes on, so many others who have challenged this nation to live up to its great promise. Black history is resilience. It is the story of the turning no into not yet, and the impossible into done. It lives in the community leaders who fight for better schools, in the entrepreneurs who anchor our local economy, and in the families who have called our districts home for generations. Black history is the progress. As we sit in these chambers, we're reminded that our presence here is a testament to those who marched, organized, voted, so that we could have a seat at the table. But having a seat at the table is not enough. We are here to use our voices to create more equitable future for every New Yorker. And to our honorees tonight, you are the modern day architects of this history. You are ancestors, our wildest dreams realized. Your dedication to service and your commitment to excellence are the threads that keep our community strong. So as we celebrate this evening, let us commit to more than the remembrance. Let us commit to action. Let us build a city where Black history is honored. It's not just honored 365 days of the year, but also through our policies that we pass, the investments we make in community, and the respect we show one another. With that, we will now move forward with the singing of our Black national anthem and the America the Beautiful, and it's actually going to be done by one of the amazing organizations, hails from Brooklyn, Victory Music Dance Company, and we're going to have Colin Kilkenny come on up and sing the Black national anthem in America the Beautiful.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the faith that the presence has brought. Facing the rising sun, day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. For spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesty, majesty. On thee, yeah, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, help me sing, America. On thee, yeah, crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Now we will have Councilmember Yusuf Salam come and do the introduction of the invitation.
I think I heard somebody say, that boy good. That boy real good. That boy sang. May the peace, mercy, and blessings from the owner of all peace, mercy, and blessings be upon each and every one of you and your families. For those like me, observing Ramadan and got a chance to take that first sip of water, eat that first morsel of food, Ramadan Mubarak. Good evening, everyone. Council colleagues, friends, family elders, young leaders, and partners in progress. Black History Month is often described as a time to reflect. And yes, we reflect. We remember. We remember the unthinkable brutality of slavery, when our ancestors were treated as property stripped of language, culture. As a matter of fact, from the hip-hop culture, they said, robbed of our language, robbed of our culture, robbed of our God, and some of us by the way we act. We even lost our minds. We remember the long, suffocating shadow of Jim Crow, legalized segregation, terror, exclusion from opportunity, and the systematic denial of basic human dignity. But if we are honest, that is not the full arc of our story. From the belly of slave ships rose inventors, educators, ministers, organizers, entrepreneurs, and freedom fighters. From segregated schools came scholars and scientists. From redlined neighborhoods came business owners and cultural architects. From marches, boycotts, and jail cells came legislation, representation, and the redefinition of democracy itself. Through the civil rights movement, through sacrifice and strategic brilliance, doors that were bolted shut were forced open. We gained access to ballot boxes, boardrooms, courtrooms, classrooms, and operating rooms. We built generational wealth where none was supposed to exist. We became mayors, members of Congress, CEOs, university presidents, physicians, judges, and yes, members of the city council. That transformation did not happen because it was given. It happened because it was demanded. It happened because we fought for it and we won. And that brings us to this moment. There is an administration today that is weaponizing public office, the courts, and even the Department of Justice to pressure businesses, colleges and universities, and nonprofit organizations to eliminate positions and offices where we have finally gained a foothold. They call it reform. They call it neutrality. But we recognize it for what it is, an attempt to roll back equity under the guise of fairness. But let me remind you of something. This is not the first time they have tried to erase our progress. It just happens to be our turn to fight. Listen. Our grandparents fought poll taxes. Our parents fought school segregation. And now we are called to fight systemic erasure, mass as policy. And let me be clear. We are not called simply to resist. We are called to win. To win so decisively that those emboldened by xenophobia and division retreat into the shadows of irrelevance. To win so decisively that equity is not a program, but a permanent principle. To win so decisively that the next generation studies this era not as a time of retreat, but as a time of recommitment. Black History Month cannot simply be about what we have done, it must be about what we will do. What we will build, what we will protect, what we will demand, what we will refuse to surrender. The American dream was advertised as universal, but access to it was rational. Others inherited it, and we were forced to struggle for it. And yet here we stand. So let this month not be a museum, but a mandate. We must organize our neighborhoods. We must mentor our youth. We must protect our vote. We must support Black-owned businesses. We must show up in boardrooms, courtrooms, classrooms, and council chambers. We must, in fact, defend the truth. We must demand fairness. We must insist on opportunity. Not just today, not just tomorrow, but every single day. This is our time. And when history writes about this generation, let it say, they did not shrink. They did not surrender. They did not simply commemorate history. They made it decisively. Happy Black History Month, everyone. It is my honor to call up to this dais the great Reverend Dr. C. Vernon Mason.
My sisters and brothers, give Colin another round of applause. My brother, down the south from Arkansas, we would say you could sing. And you brought it. Let me just say this before invoking the Spirit. Speaker, and then Deputy Banks, all of you in the City Council, you all are not only making history, you are doing a phenomenal job. A phenomenal job. And we owe you gratitude for what you're doing. And let me begin this way to remind us Dr. Carter G. Woodson, 100 years ago, in Washington, D.C., started a celebration, Negro History Week. Dr. Woodson, Speaker Minute, was the second Black person to get a PhD from Harvard after Dr. Du Bois. He was the first and the only one whose parents were enslaved to get a PhD from Harvard. That was 100 years ago. Today, if you all caught the news, you saw the eraser of our history insulting Gerald Ford. But let me just lift this up. 50 years ago, President Gerald Ford made a proclamation during the bicentennial to extend, Colin, Negro History Week into Black History Month. It was a presidential proclamation, eraser, who lifted up and elevated our history. So, why am I saying this before I invoke the Spirit? The job, Council Speaker, that you all have inherited is at one of the most perilous times in this nation's history. So the message that you sent out yesterday to the purveyor of hate, that we have to have an anti-hate committee, that was brilliant. And it needs to come out from New York City. That was absolutely brilliant. Okay? Now, I learned this in New York Theological Seminary. You don't want the people to be happy twice. Happy when you get up and happy when you sit down. But let me give you this part of this history too, how the last part, that third stanza, "Oh, lift every voice and sing," is a prayer. So let me ask you to bow your heads now as we invoke the Spirit. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far along the way, Thou who hast by Thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met Thee, lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget Thee. Shattered beneath Thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. Amen. Amen.
Give the good Reverend another round of applause. With that being said, now we're going to introduce, I have the privilege and the honor to introduce our amazing, dynamic speaker, New York City Council, Julie Manning.
Thank you to our Deputy Leader, Chris Banks. And before I introduce my colleagues, telling me that microphone is too high. Thank you. Always good to have those tips. Reverend, I want to thank you, first of all, for your incredible words today, but I want to thank you for your brilliant words yesterday. So yesterday, yes, that deserves a round of applause. Yesterday, in this very chambers, we had our first committee hearing on the Committee to Combat Hate, chaired by Councilmember Yusuf Salam. 646 New Yorkers came to testify until 8 p.m. last night. And as you said, Reverend, the fact that we even have to have a committee to combat hate is a sad state of affairs, but we do. We know that anti-Black hate is on the rise. We know that Islamophobia is up 69%. Hate crimes against the Muslim community. So yesterday, we heard from New Yorkers, and I think it was a beautiful hearing, and I really want to congratulate you, Councilmember Salam, for leading such a brilliant hearing. Our great Deputy Speaker, Dr. Natasha Williams. Celebrate Black History Month and to welcome everyone to the People's House. And it's such a beautiful sight to see all of you here today for this very, very special moment. Special thanks, Andrea Coleman, I see you there, one of our amazing NYCHA leaders in our district. Thank you. And it's honestly, there is obviously no American history without Black history. And we know that so many leaders in the Black community have shaped our culture, they've shaped the arts, they've shaped civic life, whether we're talking about James Baldwin to Toni Morrison, Harry Belafonte, who fought on the battlefield for our country and marched for equal rights within it and won. And whether we're talking about Shirley Chisholm or David Dinkins, whether we're talking about our first Black woman judge in the country, Jane Boland, or whether we're talking about the first Black Attorney General, the great Tish James. We know that as Black History Month comes to a close, we need to reflect on the accomplishments of Black leaders, Black New Yorkers, Black visionaries, And when we think about the work that we're doing in the city council, we're going to fight for more MWBEs. We know about the inequality for our Black-owned businesses. When we talk about Black maternal mortality rates, we know the inequities. And we're going to be addressing them head on. We have worked on this in the city council, but we have so much more work that we frankly need to do. Health disparities in the Black community are unacceptable. And it will be this city council that is going to work to address them. We know about home ownership in the Black community, deed theft. This is such an important issue. We've got a whole bunch of legislation. I know a lot of my colleagues are sponsoring those bills to fight deed theft. And let me be clear on Black ownership. We are not going to raise property taxes 9.5%. On the back of Black New Yorkers. It's unacceptable. So we know we have a lot of work to do ahead, and I want to be clear, we look forward to partnering with all of you. You are our partners. Our doors are always open for your ideas, for your feedback, and yes, for your constructive criticism as well. So thank you so much for being here for Black History Month. Thank you to my amazing colleagues. So we've also been joined by Councilmember Chris Marte as well. So thank you, and I will turn it back over to my colleagues for the rest of the program, and congratulations to all of the amazing honorees who are here.
Good evening, everyone. I am one of the newest council members, Councilmember Chanel Thomas Henry, representing the 21st Council District in Queens, Corona, East Elmhurst, Lefrak City, and Jackson Heights, and I am honored to be before you today. So, as we celebrate the 100th anniversary of Black History Month here in New York City, it is important to say clearly, you cannot tell the story of this city without Black history. Long before New York became the global capital it is today, Black families were building it, laying roots in neighborhoods across the 5 boroughs, building homes, starting businesses, organizing churches, forming mutual aid societies, and creating communities that carried us through segregation, exclusion, and economic hardship. From Harlem to Brooklyn, the Bronx and Staten Island and Queens, Black New Yorkers have shaped this city's culture, politics, and moral conscience. Leaders like Shirley Chisholm, David Dinkins, Jeffrey Aubrey, Helen M. Marshall redefined political impact. Black history in New York City has always been written by people who believe this city could live up to its promise, then work together to make it so. They built power, institutions, and movements that continue to shape our city today. In celebration of Black History Month, I am honored to stand up here today as the New York City Council honors an organization in my district, the East Elmhurst Corona Civic Association, for its outstanding service and enduring contributions to our community. I'd like to ask Ann Brown, the president of the Civic Association, to join me. In 1951, through neighborly cooperation, the East Elmhurst Corona Civic Association has spent 75 years demonstrating that local stewardship promotes community stability. What began as a grassroots assembly has evolved into a sustained force in Queens, providing a blueprint for how a unified neighborhood achieves lasting social change. Whereas beyond physical infrastructure, the association invests directly in the academic potential of the neighborhood's youth. Its scholarship program has channeled thousands of dollars to students in East Elmhurst and Corona, removing the economic barriers that often hinder college enrollment and graduation. By providing the financial bridge, the association ensures that local talent remains a vital resource for the city's future. And whereas for over seven decades, the East Elmhurst Corona Civic Association has adapted to the neighborhood's evolving needs while remaining rooted in its original mission. The organization's longevity is a testament to the power of mutual commitment, translating the pursuit of equity into a long-term reality for the residents of Queens. Now, therefore, be it known that the New York City Council gratefully honors the East Elmhurst Corona Civic Association in celebration of its 75th anniversary and its outstanding service and enduring contributions to the community.
I just want to say that she brings the same energy to the community.
First of all, now I have the privilege and pleasure to introduce an organization that represents the heart and talent and the future of the 42nd Council District. The Victory Music Dance Company, under the incredible leadership of Nicole Williams. Victory Music Dance and Company is more than just a performance group. It is a space where young people are nurtured, mentored, and shaped into confident and disciplined and community-oriented leaders. Under Nicole's dynamic leadership, this organization has poured into our youth, teaching them not only dance and music, but responsibility, pride, teamwork, and the importance of giving back to the community. Tonight, they are honoring our history through movement and storytelling. Their first recital will pay tribute to the extraordinary Harriet Tubman, a woman whose courage and determination changed the course of American history. Their second performance, From the Slavery to Victory, reminds us of the journey of resilience, resistance, and triumph that defines so much of Black history. These performances are not just art, they are education, they are remembrance, they are celebration, and they are a powerful reminder that our young people are capable of carrying forward the legacy for those who came before us. Please join me by welcoming Victory Music Dance to recite the 100 Years of Black History tribute to Harriet Tubman.
with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, when I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand out, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it.
You have made it 100 miles to freedom. Would you like to pick a new name to mark your freedom?
Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna start moving towards that separating line. I'm wading through muddy waters, you know
the people's house? Come on, the energy needs to flow. This is incredible. My name is Camila Hanks, and I am the Majority Whip. I am from Staten Island. You can clap for one or the other. So it is so wonderful being here. February was so amazing here. We celebrated the Lunar New Year. We celebrated Black Girl Magic. And I just want to give a shout out to my deputy majority leader, Chris Banks from Brooklyn. Black Girl Magic, Councilmember Stevens from the Bronx. Yusef Salam, we met. You were 15, I was 16. We were art majors at LaGuardia Music and Art, Performing Arts. He is the reason we started the Black Alliance. To be in this moment with you, brother, is just beautiful. It's to be starting with him in the New York City Council and knowing what it was like for a black child to grow up in the 80s in New York City. Not many of you can say, but I'm telling you. But he's from Harlem, y'all. And we have Susan Swank from Brooklyn. So, before I talk about my incredible honoree today, when I was little, my mother would drag me and my siblings to family reunions. And I hated going. This time we're going to Atlanta. This time we're going to the Northeast. This time we're going. And every 2 years, you got those t-shirts. It was the Ferguson family reunion. And you had to play with your cousins that you all hung out with in New York and you never really understood. But there was always a point in the program where the elder, who then was Oliver Patterson, I don't know if many of you know him, and he used to teach at Lehman College, and he would start by saying, we are the descendants of people who did not die. Now, at 10 years old, it means something really different than when you're 54, and you're standing as a majority whip at the New York City Council, and standing with my brothers and sisters in the New York City Council. Black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. So being a descendant from those who did not die, who survived capture, survived the Middle Passage, survived slavery, survived Reconstruction, survived Jim Crow, survived the Civil Rights Movement, and by the way, the Civil Rights Movement was in our lifetime. Just to put it in perspective for you. So every February, we honor the African Americans who spent centuries reshaping the foundation of New York City. Progress as a legislative body is built on the courage of those who resisted systematic oppression and violence to secure freedoms that we exercise today. To uphold that legacy, we are privileged to recognize remarkable New Yorkers and those who have a lifelong dedication and fundamentally advance the cause of justice in our city. And that person for me is Malcolm Penn White. You can come on now. He's my brother. He is my brother. You can play that music again, because I can figure out where my place is. Play a little something funky for a sister to talk to. So as Black history is a powerful moment, and we celebrate leaders who are not just talking about change, but they're creating it. And today I'm proud to honor Malcolm Penn White. For more than a decade, Malcolm has been building ground, trust, and strengthening communities through the credible messengers of Staten Island. He has led an initiative, community-centered violence prevention strategies, while working collaboratively with city agencies and law enforcement to improve public safety. Remember when public safety was your grandmother looking out the window? They were the original violence interrupters. That balance of accountability responsibility and passion is not easy, but it is essential. And his work at John Jay College has helped shape the next generation of gun violence prevention models rooted in focused deterrence and community-led solutions that impact reaches far beyond our borough. And what makes Malcolm's leadership especially powerful in his commitment to our young people through burgers and ballads, trust me, I love that one. The Youth Film Initiative, Movies in Mahoney, and Run for Peace. He creates engagement, mentorship, wellness, and unity, and empowers young people to find their voices and to see value and what Black excellence looks like. Vision, paired with action, leadership, grounded in service. Malcolm, your work in strengthening Staten Island is building us a better, safer community. Congratulations, and thank you for all that you do.
I just want to say thank you for everybody that came here. I'm so happy to be here. I just love doing this chant because this is my favorite chant, and I believe that you cannot do this work unless you love your people. You can't do this work unless you have a real, genuine love for your people. So say, I love my people. Say, I love my people. Say, I love my people. Happy Black History Month, y'all.
But I do walk around and I'm unapologetically Black in every space, in every place that I can go, because it is important. So that's who I am, and I'm okay with that. Some people might not like it, but that's their business. And the beauty of what, not only am I a council member, I've also been very happy to be the co-chair of BLACK, which is Black and City Council. And what we have really decided as a Black council member in 2021 when we all got elected is, we said we need a space to have real conversation amongst Black people. Because we are not a monolith. And we might not always agree, and we sometimes need to fight. But we don't need to fight in front of the people, we need to fight behind closed doors. And so we decided as a council of Black people, because there's 16 of us, that's the most we've ever had, so give it up for us. We said we're gonna come together and talk about legislation that affects Black people and budget items that affect Black people. When we got to council, one of the things I was most baffled by was that there was no initiative designated for Black people. That actually really hurt my heart. And so before our illustrious Adrienne Adams left, we made sure that she designated money specifically in New York City budget to support Black-led, Black-founded organizations. So let's give it up to her, because through BLACK, the Black members said that was a priority and that was important. And we're gonna continue to push and do the work, because that's what we do. Am I lying? Are we not gonna get more money? That's right, we're gonna keep pushing, because one of the things that we found through this process of even trying to get money designated for Black-led, Black-founded organizations, the capacity isn't there. So we're really looking to work for the next year to find money in the budget. Although it's a tight budget, we're not gonna forget about our people. We wanna make sure that we're able to build out organizations so they can have the infrastructure to be able not only get contracts, but receive the money that we're trying to give them, because it's not easy, and that's a real important part of it. So we're gonna keep celebrating, keep pushing, and I want you guys to give it up for all 16 Black council members who are because it's not easy being in government right now. I know that's something going on, so we struggling. Make sure y'all give them a hug, and we try to support each other as much as possible because it's real. But in this moment, it's not about us. I want to talk about my brother and my really good friend, Charles Green. Before, I have some remarks here that I have to read because my Saturdays are when I don't read it. But I just want to take a moment to just talk about when I remember when I was running for office and I was talking to community leaders and community people. Charles, from the moment he met me, said, "Sister, I got you." And he's had me every step of the way. And so I want to say thank you for that. And not only has he not been a community leader, he has even through family, trials, and tribulations, he's apparently best friends with my father and mother. They go to events and I'm like, well, I wasn't even invited, but okay, it's my district, whatever. But that's how far he's gone, and that's just who he is. And so I just want to say thank you. But I'm going to read these remarks, but I just want to say I see you and I love you. And he calls me all the time. He calls me literally a week ago and said, I was calling to see if you answer your phone, because you know when people in high places, they don't answer their phone. And I'm like, what? Of course I'm going to answer my phone. But I truly do love him. And so it's truly an honor to stand here tonight to honor this man, this month, Black History, for not just for all that he does, but it's because he's an everyday leader who chooses to serve with love and community over everything else. Today, we are here to uplift one of those leaders, and I'm proud to present this proclamation to Charles Chaz Green, as we like to call him, Chaz. When you think of Chaz, one of the first things that comes to your mind is his smile. He always keeps a smile on his face, and if you've ever seen him without the smile, it's probably because he's so focused and working hard and thinking about what's next he's gonna do for the community. That smile represents something deeper. It represents hope, consistency, and genuine love for the community he serves. As a supervisor and group leader for NYPD's Bronx School Safety, Chaz shows up every single day for our young people. He's not just protecting them, he is mentoring them. One of the things that he does in my community is called the Battle of the Schools, where he brings young people from across the Bronx to compete in a dance competition. And it's beautiful, and it's coming up, what is that, March? March 28th, and it's a good time. He understands that safety is not only about enforcement, it's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about ensuring our young people know that someone sees them, believes in them, and wants them to be successful. But his impact does not stop there. Through his work with incredible messenger organizations like Guns Up, Light Down, RTG, Street Corner Resources, Bronx Connect, Chaz has been on the front line of anti-bullying and gun violence awareness. He uses his voice, his platform, and his creativity to turn pain into purpose. In loving memory of his mother, Mrs. Green, he founded the Dance Battle of Schools, creating a space where music and dance become an alternative to violence. Though Don't Push Me Project, he encouraged our young people to embrace who they are unapologetically and authentically. That is leadership. Chaz is a great community leader. From young to old, he connects generation. He builds bridges. He shows up in churches, at events, at schools, in the streets, with the same energy and commitment everywhere he goes. And most importantly, he's a great neighbor. In District 16, and I like to call it the Sweet 16, that means something. Being a great neighbor means you look out for people. It means you check in. It means you invest your time, your heart, into a place we call home. As we celebrate Black History Month, we must remember that uplifting leaders like Chaz is how we continue the legacy of those who came before us. Our progress depends on everyday heroes who choose to serve, who choose to mentor, who choose to love our community out loud. Chaz, thank you for your unwavering dedication, your creativity, your enthusiasm, your smile. Thank you for being a protector, a mentor, an artist, and a neighbor. And thank you for reminding me that community leadership is about showing up consistently and uplifting others as we rise. On behalf of the New York City Council and the Sweet 16, it is my honor to present you a proclamation, Charles Chaz Green, for your outstanding achievement and services to the Boogie Down Bronx.
Because everything she said about me, she does herself. She walks the walk and talk the talk. But then, so my personality is infused with happiness. So like she said, when you see me like this, you did something wrong or it's business. But I have two jokes for you. The first joke is an old Indian joke. OCO to all the Cherokee representatives. Okay, so a grandfather was talking to his grandchild. And the grandfather said, son, let me tell you something. He said, what, grandfather? He said, there's two wolves. They're very strong and powerful. And he said, yes, grandfather? He said, one is very, very angry. And he said, yes, grandfather. And he said, the other one is very, very positive and happy. He said, yes, grandfather. And he said, they're always ready to battle. And the little kid looked up to his grandfather and said, grandfather, which one is going to win? And he said, the one you feed. Now, here's a joke I made up. This is a nice joke. It'll be real quick. All right? With all due respect to any religious beliefs or whatever belief, there is one power, and we all represent that one power. You can call him whoever you want. So listen. So one day, this guy, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson was walking around. He does good things for people. So Mr. Johnson got sick. He went to the doctor. The doctor said, Mr. Johnson, your time is almost up. So Mr. Johnson was like, my time is up. He said, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to make it to heaven. He said, I've been good to people. I've helped charity. I've donated. I've done good things for people. And he said, you know what? I'm going to find out. I'm going to call the priest. So he called the priest, and he calls the priest and said, hey, pastor, I've been good to people, everything I just said. Priest was like, yes, Mr. Johnson, you just mad. He said, but wait a minute, I'm going to find out if you will make it to heaven. He said, hold on a minute. He got on the phone, right? This is kind of like when I press the button and she always answers. So he got on the phone, he get on the phone, and he said, hello, is this heaven? And he said, yeah. He said, yeah, this is Pastor Jenkins. Let me speak to Jesus. And he said, you want to speak to Jesus? He said, hold on a minute. Waited a few minutes. He said, this is Jesus. He said, Jesus, this is on Pastor Jenkins. He said, look, I have a good friend over here. He's contributed to everybody. He walks the walk, talk the talk, everything. He's a good guy. But one thing, I just want to assure him that he's going to make it to heaven. And Jesus said, what's his name again? And he said, his name is Mr. Johnson. He said, wait, let me check. And he said, wait a minute. He said, I think Mr. Johnson just made it by the skin of his teeth. He said, but by the way, who's this calling? So the point I want to make to you is that everybody that's out here doing the work, let your heart tell you what to do. Don't be judged by a man, because a man will let you down. Last but not least, I do work for the School Safety Division. I'm appalled at the situations that's going on with our children. You must take your children back. No one should be raising our kids but our kids. Grandma still exists. I'm sorry, but grandma still exists. All I want to say to you is they are precious jewels. And we supposed to want more for them. So if you don't want more for your child, then you're in the wrong business. God bless you. Everybody be safe. Come to the Baptist Start.
Give Chaz another round of applause. And with that being said, we're going to have victory music, dance, and company. do another performance of modern dance number 2, 100 Years of Black History from Slavery to Victory.
I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. Lord, ready to put on my long white robe. Lord, I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready, Lord, ready to put on my long white robe. I would not be a sinner. I'll tell you the reason why. 'Cause if my Lord should call on me, Lord, I wouldn't be ready to die. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready, Lord, ready to put on my long white robe. Lord, I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready, Lord, ready to put on my long white robe. I would not be a gambler. I'll tell you the reason why. 'Cause if my Lord should call on me, Lord, I wouldn't be ready to die. I wanna be ready. I wanna be ready. Lord, I wanna be ready. Lord, ready to put on my long white robe. Be ready to put on my long white robe. One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory, glory, oh, glory. Once I die, the spirit is revisiting us. Jubilant and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Moses sat on the bus. That's why we walk through Ferguson with our hands up. When it goes down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots be on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up. One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, glory, glory, oh, the torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles. From dark roads, heroes, to become a hero. Facing the league of justice, his power was the people. Enemy is lethal, a king became regal. Saw the face of Jim Crow under a bald eagle. No one can win the war individually. It take the wisdom of the elders and young people's energy. Welcome to the story we call victory. The coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory. One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours.
For there was always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it.
Peace and blessings, family. Man, listen, the future is alive and well. We gonna be all right. The next generation got next. Man. You know, in my district, there is a place where if a president is shot, there's a clear line directly to that hospital. One of two in the area. But in my district, there's a place called Harlem Hospital. Harlem Hospital is led by a leader. And it is doing amazing things. It is, in fact, going to be, if not already, the premier hospital where you will see lights shining out of it, because that's how bright it will shine. It is the place where people have said, I don't want to go there. But when they need it, it's right there helping people put their lives back together. It is the place when we had the great Legionella outbreak, they were able to rise to the occasion and provide the necessary, I forget what they call it, but it was like the bag, the CPAP, see something? Yeah. I used to be in the medical field. That was a long time. But I gotta tell you, Mr. LeConte, you have been noble, honorable, all of those things since we met when I was running on my campaign. And I gotta tell you, some folks was looking and saying, I'm gonna give you a chance. Because when you're close to the pain and you can articulate the situation of the victim, like Dr. James Baldwin said, you cease to be the victim. Now, you become a threat to the very system that tried to entrap you in the first place. So, in celebration of Black History Month, the New York City Council honors George LeConte for his outstanding service and enduring contribution to our community. And whereas every February we honor the African American who spent centuries shaping the very foundation of New York City, our progress as a legislative body is built upon the courage of those who resisted systemic oppression and violence to secure the freedom we exercise today, to uphold that legacy. We are privileged to recognize a remarkable New Yorker whose lifelong dedication has fundamentally advanced the cause of justice in our very city. And whereas George LeConte, Chief Executive Officer, I think I want to say that again, a black man, George LeConte, Chief Executive Officer of New York City Health and Hospital, Harlem. And he's not a neophyte. He's dedicated over 30 years to advancing dignified, state-of-the-art care. I don't know if y'all been to Harlem Hospital lately. I mean, listen, just visit. You'll see what I'm talking about. Like, what? I can remember this. Tell them what's happening in Harlem. State-of-the-art care for the underserved urban communities under his leadership. Harlem Hospital successfully navigated a rigorous Joint Commission regulatory survey, affirming its adherence to elite national standards despite the systemic pressures facing safety net facilities. This commitment to operational excellence, I don't know, it just came out like it was supposed to, is matched by his hands-on clinical background. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Mr. LeConte re-entered the front lines as a respiratory therapist to provide direct patient care alongside his staff. And whereas this dual expertise in clinical precision and hospital administration informs a leadership style that extends far beyond New York, Mr. LeConte's humanitarian reach includes coordinating critical PPE medical supplies donations for the Vin Gopal Civic Association of India and the Association Medical. Now I know that this is no, this is not a medical term. I think this might be, but it's like Haitian. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna put out the AMHE. Following the 2021 earthquake, his advocacy for Haitian healthcare further manifests through his work with the Health Education Action League, HEAL, so apropos called, where he earned recognition for developing nursing and health science education programs. And there's more. Whereas Mr. LeConte's career represents a profound investment in health equity and institutional transformation by blending decades of public health knowledge with a forward-looking approach. He ensures Harlem Hospital remains a pillar of reliable care for New Yorkers. His contributions have been honored by the New York Assembly, the National Association of Health Services Executives, solidifying his reputation as a leader who prioritizes the provider's needs and the patient's dignity. Now, therefore, be it known that New York City Council gratefully honors Georges LeConte for his outstanding service and enduring contributions to our very community. Sir, just turn it around so that he can be presented properly. thank you to our council member, Salam. When we first met and you were running, one thing you said to me, Harlem is my home. And I want to say thank you for making sure that Harlem Hospital is included in that home. Harlem Hospital wouldn't be Harlem Hospital without the great people that work there. There are a lot of great people that makes this hospital fantastic. So I want to say thank you to them. This citation belongs to them, not to me. I am simply an avenue that has allowed them to make this thing fantastic. If you have not been to Harlem Hospital lately, as the great council member said, come and visit us. It is a fantastic institution. Friday, we had opened up an orthopedic and podiatry clinic. Council member was really wonderful enough to come there. And I tell you, it's time that you come home. The great Harlem Hospital that serves this community for over 100 years. It is the hospital that has given 10 additional years to the great Martin Luther King Jr. Without this hospital, civil rights would have been a completely different concept. So I thank you, sir. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you.
Give that a round of applause. Now we have the dynamic and amazing opportunity to bring up an amazing brother who is like a father to me, and someone who means a lot to me and has done a lot of work in the Eastern New York community, the 42nd Council District. And I don't want to cry, but afterwards you gotta give folks their flowers while they're living. And it was an honor to do this tonight, as he's actually one of the honorees as well. But before we celebrate him, we are gonna allow him to do a recitation of Dr. King. A poem from Amos Williams. Come on out, Dr. Lawrence.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to say, Jesse, looking forward to meeting you again. And I especially want to say to a gentleman that I've admired, brother that I've admired so much, C. Vernon Mason. Yeah. God bless you. Thank you for your time. Let's see. I asked the children. I work in a middle school, incidentally. I'm 83. They call me grandpa. I'm hanging in there. But I look more like my father every day. What are you going to do, right? Professor Amos Wilson came to my church years ago. Beautiful brother. Never forget him. He's written several books, one which is Black Power. He's also written Black on Black Violence. He was a psychologist. And he taught at City College for many years. And the preface to Black on Black Violence is a poem in the front of the book. See you too, brother. You've grown now, but I haven't seen you for many years, but beautiful brother. Beautiful brother. Preface to the book is a poem called The Battle Must Be Joined. The battle must be joined. And it goes like this. The battle must be joined. No nation, no civilization has come to the fore without new organization, without thinking new thoughts, without working, without actually doing, without being willing to take a chance, a willingness to risk all, without a willingness to go against overwhelming odds, without a determination to be the best, to be superior, without a desire to determine its destiny and that of others. The battle must be joined, it must be fought. Be it a battle of mind wars of spirit, of will, of bucks, or iron and steel, shell and bomb, of tank and plane, of rockets and satellite, Star Wars, of technology, of information. The battle must be fought. The gauntlet thrown down. The chip knocked from the bully's shoulder. The line stepped over. The clash and clang of sword, curses of men, moments of pain. The battle must be joined. Fought in the streets from door to door, in the schoolroom, in the boardroom, in the bedroom, in the war room. Hand-to-hand combat must commence. The battle ultimately must be won in the field. It matters not if you can eruditely delineate the subtleties and nuances of racism and racial discrimination, if you can delicately dissect with a master surgeon's skill the anatomy of race and the vital politics, if you can tease out the tiniest thread, if you can paint the most beautiful dreams on canvas, or write the greatest vision of parchment, or ride in your time machine and visit ancient African kingdoms, cities, or empires, or feel the pain and degradation of slavery, or celebrate all we have given to the world, or point out with great exclamation, the white devil. Still, the challenge must be taken up. Fire must fight fire. Institutions, traditions, habits, hopes must be uprooted, raised, and put to the torch. No stone left upturned, and institutions, traditions, habits, hopes must be restored, rekindled, or rebuilt anew. Bricks stacked in place. New songs must be sung. New voices must carry new tunes. New feet must march to new drum beats. New hands, new banners, and standards raised. These songs must be your songs. The voices, your voices. The feet, your feet. The hands must be the ones at the ends of your arms. The soul, unsold to the devil, must be your soul. A new world must be created. Make it your world.
Come on, give another round of applause. Dr. Barnes, what you do? Don't take your seat, brother. Not as yet, brother. Mr. Barnes, come back. Come on, come back up. Wasn't that powerful? Straight to the point. So in celebration of Black History Month and the New York City Council, we are proudly to present to Cary Barnes for his lifetime of service and enduring contributions to New York City. And whereas February honored generations of African Americans whose resilience and leadership helped shape New York City, our progress in the legislative body is built upon the courage of those who resist systematic oppression and violence to ensure the freedoms we exercise today. To uphold legacy, we are privileged to recognize a remarkable New Yorker whose lifelong dedication has fundamentally advanced the cause of justice in our city. Whereas Cary Barnes has forged a life defined by service, beginning in his 1962 enlistment in the U.S. Air Force. Following 4 years of military duty, The Massachusetts native moved to New York City to manage communication infrastructure as a technician for the New York City Telephone Company. This role established a career rooted in technical precision, proving his commitment to public was as steadfast as his military discipline. And whereas this same dedication to service fueled his ascent within the 1960s Black theater movement, Mr. Barnes drove cultural change on the stage even while maintaining the city's technical switching systems. Whereas beyond the footlights, Mr. Barnes applied his vision to the very soil of his community. He transformed the urban landscape by founding over a dozen award-winning community gardens and establishing an annual Kwanzaa celebration. And I remember the Kwanzaa celebration at the Penwood Community Center when I was a child. I attended it. His leadership peaked during a 7-year tenure as president of the Resident Association in London Houses, where he advocated for 5,000 New Yorkers and built a reputation for delivering results directly to local communities. Enough. His record speaks for itself. So today, Mr. Barnes, we recognize you on behalf of the New York City Council, and we do it proudly, and we say congratulations. You spoke? Okay, good. I know this. You want the mic again? Can you say this?
Thank you again, Chris. I watched Chris grow up, putting one thing after another together for years, and he's still young. Yeah. And organized people prevail, and unorganized people fail. We can't say we're called to love, and then never make that move toward organizing. We have to have a faith now. We have to believe something. We have to believe. The projects where I've lived for 57 years, and I built 16 gardens there over the years and bled and sweated into the soil of the projects and organized dozens of events, family days and Kwanzas and cleanup operations. The projects are the most organizable type of community on earth. They are urban villages, urban African Latino villages, UALVs, constructs for the 21st century. The hallways of Linden houses is 56 inches wide. I can stand at my door and shake hands with my neighbor. How you doing, neighbor? I don't have to get up and go 40 miles or 20 miles or 10 miles. I'm as close to my neighbors as I need to be. And if we begin to look out for each other and shake hands with each other. There's a transition going on in Linden houses where I live right now. They renovated it completely. and it's beautiful. But the population is new. They just got here. So they don't have the history that I got in my head. You know, we gotta start again. We need brotherhood development, sisterhood development. Our sons and daughters need mothers and fathers. I asked the children, who is our mother? The children. I work with 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Ask the children, who is our mother? They look at me. Rosa Parks? I said, well, you trying. Harriet Tubman? You trying. Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff. Wasn't scared of nothing neither. Didn't come in this world to be no slave. And wasn't gonna stay one either. Farewell, she sang to her friends one night. She was mighty sad to leave them. But she ran away in the dark, hot night, ran looking for her freedom. She ran to the woods and she ran through the woods with those slave catchers right behind her. But she kept on going till she got to the north where those mean men couldn't find her. 19 times she went back south to get 300 others. She ran for her freedom 19 times to save black sisters and brothers. Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff. Wasn't scared of nothing neither. Didn't come in this world to be no slave. Didn't stay one either. And didn't stay one either. Come on! So I said to the children, our mother is Africa. Our mother is Africa. She's our mother. She produced us. She produced us. We need our mother now. Because we need that energy that helps to heal us. That's mother's energy. Give the children their mother back. That's one way to help fix this situation. Thank you, God.
Okay, guys, thank y'all so much for coming out tonight. May we leave here inspired, and not just by the past, but committed to shaping the future. And we thank you guys as we go forward in our Black History Month. Godspeed. Happy Black History Month. Safe travel. Good night.